I want you to pursue your health. And when you get that, you will have fertility at your fingertips. Didn't think to make this video at the beginning of all of my fertility content, but I'm gonna make this video now because if you don't understand this, you will not understand what I'm saying, like in any of my other trainings or videos or TikToks or whatever, okay? So maybe you found me on TikTok, maybe you found me on YouTube. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm going to tell you the core fundamental shifts that are keeping you not pregnant, that are keeping you not seeing the 2 lines on the sticks on the pregnancy test, okay? And so this is what had to shift for me to make it click. You guys, it has to click this way for you in your mind so that you can take action and know that you're going to get pregnant, okay? I've made videos before. It's like how I went from like 8 years of IVF to knowing I was going to get pregnant before I did, before I even got my period back, before I was ovulating, before any of that. How did I know that? How did I know that? And the way that I knew that was I knew what problem I actually had, okay? So right now, you don't know the problem that you have. You don't know why you're not getting pregnant, and the reasons you're assuming are why you're not getting pregnant are not the reasons you're not getting pregnant, okay? So let's start at the fundamental basic facts, okay? These are the facts of life. Remember that show, Facts of Life? Blair and then Joe, whatever. I used to watch that. That's how old I am. These are the things. This is the world, the paradigm you need to live in to get what you want, okay? Because right now, currently, and this is very normal because I lived in this world too, you are totally brainwashed. You are totally lied to. No one is telling you the truth. And everything that people have told you or you've taken in has likely led you to this conclusion that fertility is perhaps random, genetic, you're not in control of it, and you might need to do like really invasive procedures to get a baby, okay? None of that is true. Here's some ways to check if this is in fact what you're believing, okay? 1, do you have a fertility-related, why can't I talk? A fertility-related diagnosis or condition, such as irregular cycles, no cycles, PCOS, endometriosis, hypothyroidism, literally any health condition I could list here. And if you have that label, diagnosis, do you think that you can eliminate it? Like completely eliminate it? Or do you think you're supposed to live with it? Or do you think you're supposed to manage it and like eat a blood sugar balancing diet? That's a crock of shit. You are not supposed to live with it. You're not supposed to have a disease. You're not supposed to live with a disease state. All of those things, women's health issues, are chronic inflammatory conditions. That means, and I guarantee you're like, what? Because this was me. And like, I didn't even realize this part of it until I was like actually like teaching on this after the fact that I got pregnant, reversed infertility, healed it, cured it, had a baby. I was like, whoa. And I wish I would have thought of like saying this sooner, because it really woke me up, because I was so heavily identified as I'm healthy. Therefore, I can't be doing anything to put my body in this infertile state. How could that be? Because I am the healthy one. And I bet you guys feel like this too. I'm the healthy one, like, or at least fairly healthy. Like, you care, you're trying, you're aware of stuff. You're like probably already going into non-toxic land because you're hoping that the baby's coming, and then you'll have to go all the way into that door. Maybe you already are. And some people aren't. I literally was like, organic, that is the dumbest idea ever. Like, I was the biggest skeptic, and now I'm like the biggest food rebel, right? And so if you think like this is just stuff that women get, this is just like stuff women go through, it's just like a thing, it's like random, I don't know what you think. I would love to know what you think, so put it in the comments below. But I didn't think that my lack of cycle was a disease state, but it was. Anything related to not getting pregnant, that is a dis-ease state. You are at dis-ease. You are not at ease. Your body is having a really hard time. Somebody needs to tell you guys this. Your body is screaming at you. It's screaming at you. And it's subtle to you, or it's like not so severe that you're not like running for the hills like I was trying to figure it out until like I got pushed to a point. And I don't want you to have a rock bottom moment in your body like I did. Maybe you already feel really uncomfortable, but that's how I felt at the moment of change. Okay, so what I want you to hear first is, are you operating in a world where you think it's like just something that you're going to live with to have this diagnosis, like to have a thyroid that's off, to have PCOS, to have endometriosis, to have IBS, to have whatever you have, or just have mystery infertility? Also code for I am at dis-ease. I am diseased. Okay. That means your body right now is struggling in major areas of the patterns it has to have in order to have natural, vibrant health. What I'm trying to get you guys to see is I want you to pursue your health. And when you get that, you will have fertility at your fingertips, okay? This is not saying stop thinking about having a baby and just be okay. No. Get your baby. The way to get your baby is to own your health and not let anybody tell you what you can or cannot do, or what you have to or do not have to live with, okay? I really didn't care that I didn't have a cycle. I thought it was pretty great, but obviously it wasn't like healthy. And also I had some fears like, oh, in order to get my period back, I'll make a different video about this, but anyways, just to say, like, when I got really healthy, I feel amazing, and I have my period, and I got pregnant, right? So it's not like just pick one and then like don't really get everything you want. That's not how we're gonna roll here. You need to know that your problem is solvable. I've said this before. It's not unsolvable mysteries in here. This is, oh, my body needs help. Let's help it. The end, okay? But you need to learn what it's saying, what it's doing, how it actually works, so you know what to do to help it so it can help you. And then you have fertility, because fertility isn't this one thing. It's everything. Everything is connected. Every single thing is connected. Every organ of your body is connected to every other organ, and it runs on patterns and systems. And so, yes, it's true that some women have certain organs, certain areas that are like more at a deficit currently, that are like really calling out for you to get your attention, like I need help in this area, and that's what the diagnosis will reflect, right? So like obviously gut issues are more located centrally in the gut, and thyroid issues are more located in the thyroid, hormone issues in the adrenals, that kind of thing. And so when you get to know yourself and your body more, you'll think, oh, this isn't like a big problem because I know what to do, okay? But the way that you're going to get pregnant is, one, you're going to realize the problem you need to solve is not mystery, oh, I need supplements to be more fertile. No, that is like frosting on a cupcake. That is not it. You need to rebake the cake. Your fertility is a direct reflection of the current state of your internal environment. You make the environment. You're setting it up. You're your body's wing woman. Okay? Now, even this relates to you if you're like, this is like just genetic or random and I can't control my body and my health. Yes, you can. Absolutely. Yes, you can. We know this from Dr. Joe Dispenza's work and Dr. Bruce Lipton's work, that your environment, the genes turn on, express differently. They're proteins that express differently based on the internal environment that you're in charge of, based on what foods you're giving to fuel your body and the state of mind and energetics there. Okay, it's both. And we're talking in this training mostly about the physicalness, the food that you have control over. You have control over your health. You have control over your diet. You have control over your fertility. because it's all systems, it's all signals, it's all chemistry, okay? And anything that you're dealing with or is like an inflammatory condition needs to go away. And then that will unblock the road to fertility. So like imagine you're on a tarmac and like the plane is down there and you need to like get on the plane. The plane is, or like if you're on the plane and the plane is at the beginning of the tarmac, it will take off and fly in the air where the baby is when there's nothing in the way, okay? And if you have hormone imbalances, if you have digestive problems, if you have fatigue, low energy, even like I don't know what I have or whatever, that is your body telling you, oh gosh. Oh my gosh. That is your body telling you we have a roadblock, okay? Like the guy is waving the wand and you're like, I can't run over this guy. Shit, I've got to clear the path, okay? So you have to clear the path. And the way you do this is you give your body what it needs and it will just clear it for you. That's how it works. That's how it works. So you're not creating fertility. You're not like getting like a new body. You are removing the debris, the waste, the chemicals, what is in the way of the body already being able to do everything it's trying to do, okay? That's what your job is. You want to have a baby this year, that is your job, okay? I just wanted to make this video so that you guys could like clearly understand if you have PCOS, you should not be saying, I need to get pregnant. No, you should be saying, how do I get so healthy I don't have this condition? And then I also will have full-blown fertility with nothing stopping my body from conceiving and being so strong that I can for sure hold a baby, that I can hold a pregnancy, that it's gonna stick, it's gonna last, and I'm going to be stronger and healthier day after day through my pregnancy because I'm going to continue to nourish my organs and know what they need to accelerate this ease while I grow another human in my body and be strong and healthy post baby and to be able to deliver the baby. So it's like, it's this whole way of being where you're like, how can I keep giving my body more of what it needs, more of what it runs on? And when I do that, it can remove what's in the way. So the problem that you have is your food is not getting to the organs that need it. The right foods are not coming in. It's not being able to be digested and moved through your system. The organs are starved of actual ingredients they need. And there's a bunch of shit in the way that's clogged up because you're not detoxifying properly. That is why you're not pregnant. That is why you're not pregnant. That is why you have a hormone problem. That is why you have a gut issue. That is why your thyroid is off. That is why. And so you need to know how to do this with your diet. Your diet's intention when you want to get pregnant needs to be to solve for why there's inflammation, there's conditions, there's hormone imbalances, whatever you have, and things you don't even know that you might need to be doing. Everything is everything in this way of thinking though. So like the way that you can systemically set up your food to solve for the root problems, you'll do everything all at once. It's really fantastic. And so what you have to be willing to do though is to see like, oh wow, this is like actually a little bit more in depth than I thought. And you like need to prepare. And it doesn't mean that it's going to take months of preparation. Like you can get pregnant at any time. Like you could get pregnant this month, even with your condition. I said this to a client recently. Like there's nothing stopping you from getting pregnant, but it is a tipping point of where your body's like, I can't do this with all of this stuff that I'm dealing with. So you're trying to like decrease the effort load, the workload of things your body is having to deal with that it shouldn't ever have to deal with. You want to clear that for it. So then the energy shifts from like, I can't handle getting pregnant to every day you support your body a little more, a little more, a little more. It's like, okay, I have less problems or less things in the way. So I'm getting stronger, stronger, stronger until you like clear a lot of this away. You become a safe internal space. And then you want to hit 51%, right? But 51% is not that great, right? Like you want your health to be like overflowing. Like I feel so good every day. That's how I feel now. And so the more you get there, it's like boom. And then there's just nothing stopping your fertility. You will have a cycle. You won't have a hormone imbalance. You'll have good digestion. You'll eat and not be bloated. You'll poop every day. You'll be hydrated. You'll have energy. You'll sleep well. Abundance of health overflowing means there is no fertility issue. There cannot be. So what we're doing here, what I'm teaching you guys to do is how to create a body that has no limits, has no lack. There is no lack. It's only perceived that way. Again, what is in the way? What's in the way is lies that you've been taught about what to eat, how to eat, diet culture. If you think like, oh, you're eating healthy because I am thin or I was able to lose weight, that's what I thought. That's not the diet. It literally would never have done anything for me. I would never have gotten rid of the reason I didn't have my period. Never, ever. It would have gotten worse. I would be 46 and having horrible symptoms right now. I can guarantee it. But I have none and I feel amazing, okay? You have to look at it this way, that you're resetting the internal system at a cellular level. That's what you need to do. And you do that with your diet. But that means you have to buy in to, oh, okay, that's what I need to do. And it will require you to break up with beliefs around what you think is healthy to eat. That was what I had to do. I had to break up with beliefs that whole foods was enough, that clean eating was enough, healthy eating was enough, that eating under a certain calorie number mattered at literal all. No, it doesn't. What you're going to learn is the ingredients trump everything, but not just that is enough. You have to put them into your system in a way that allows the body to accelerate in all of its roles, massively, meaning how it digests. The digestive system is married to your detoxification pathway systems, and they both have to work together for you to purify the system to remove what's in the way. And that's what I teach my clients. That's what I take you through in Pregnant in the Kitchen. So check out whatever you feel called to. Don't do anything, whatever, just know this. But the way that I resolved this and got my body back was understanding that my body runs on plants. My body runs on carbohydrates. So protein, what? It doesn't match the system. You have to match your diet to the system, and even more intentionally hyper focus your food to go in to accelerate results. When you want this on a timeline, you know, like don't put pressure on yourself, like that doesn't matter, but you can choose the speed of healing. You can. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that. You can. The more direct you go to what your body runs on, the faster you will transform it. And that's just facts. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.